Hey there, it's Steve from Serious Keto, and this is the summary of my 30-day planking challenge. Now, just as a reminder, I was not doing standard planking, like either on my elbows or on my palms. I was using this Stealth core board. And I'm going to talk both about the board and about the overall planking experience and the results, starting with the board. I like this thing. This is a very well constructed unit. You can see on the back how it's sort of reinforced here. Although it is plastic, it is not cheap. I had some viewers tell me that they thought they might be able to make one of their own. If you are one of those viewers and you made one of your own, tell me how it worked out down in the description below. If you've made a video on how to do it, heck, you can even link to it, and I'll gladly let you do that. I don't have that kind of skill set, so I purchased this. Would I recommend that anyone else purchase this? I think only if you see planking being part of your long-term fitness strategy. Otherwise, it's just like a lot of equipment that you could buy. You buy it, you're excited about it, and then it sits, and you don't use it. So if you're committed, or if you think by buying it you'll become committed to planking, then I would say yes. The next question is the app that comes with it. You get 4 games for free, of which there's 2 that I would add to my list of favorites. You can also get an additional 25 or 26 games by paying a subscription fee. And I went through and I tested every one of these games. There are probably a third of them that I really enjoyed. I added them to my list of favorites, and I could see them being part of my regular rotation. There's probably a third of them that are just sort of meh, and there's a third that are just awful. I think that if you just put 10 great games on this particular app and charge $10 a year for it, I could totally get behind that. 25, iffy. I would say if you get the board, try out the free app, play around with that, see how much you like that, and then make the decision. There are some, though, that I really enjoyed and found that not only did they create an additional challenge for me, the distraction of doing it really helped elongate the time that I planked. So now let's get into results. When I started at the beginning of this, I was able to hold a plank for a little over a minute. I think it was a minute and 15 seconds, minute and 13 seconds, something like that. At the end, I was able to hold a plank, not on the board, just elbow plank, for 2 minutes and 17 seconds. So I went up by a minute. Now that doesn't seem like a lot, but there are a couple of other factors in play here. One of which is since I quit doing caffeine a few days ago, I've been having some headaches, and they become more pronounced when I'm working out. So any sort of strength training, I really start to feel it. And I was feeling it while doing the planks. So that might have ended the plank a little bit earlier. Also, I was just bored. I was bored within 20 seconds of planking because I've gotten used to doing it with this game app and just gamifying the exercise. So, like I said, not only, my record on the gaming is, I think, 3 minutes and 3 seconds. So not only is the gaming aspect of it more challenging because you're tilting forward, backward, left, right, you're pivoting. Some of the exercises will have you lift a leg, which I'm still not all that coordinated with. But I'm planking longer with a more difficult device because I'm distracted and I'm enjoying myself. So if this were just plain out planking, I think after 30 days I would say, nah, this is not a thing I like. I don't enjoy this. In terms of some of the other claims about planking, and I had linked to that article about planking benefits, I'll link to it again down in the description. Balance was one of them. And I think I've noticed an improvement in balance. I notice this like when I'm getting out of the shower and I'm toweling off my feet, so I've got one foot up in the air and I'm on one foot. I'm not nearly as wobbly. In terms of weight, really nothing has changed. My weight is 0.8 of a pound different than it was 30 days ago, and lower. And statistically, that's probably just common cause variation. That's nothing. However, and I'm not proud of these pictures that I'm about to show you, I did decrease my waist size. So measuring, I'm assuming that's the waist. whatever it is, around your belly button, at the belly button level. I went from 40 inches down to 38.5 inches in the last 30 days. Additionally, I'm seeing, as I'm doing strength training, I'm starting to see some abs, like just a little bit of a shadow, sort of all like subliminal abs, but they're starting to show. And I'm not going to show you that. I already showed you the other stuff, and that's embarrassing enough. But I'm going to say when that day comes that I can see abs again, I'll definitely show you a picture of those. When I started these 30-day challenges at the beginning of the year, my plan for each of them was to try something for 30 days and see if I got results. If I didn't get results, then I wasn't going to do it anymore. But if I did get results, I was going to stick with it. The no alcohol thing, absolutely. Felt results, feel better, feel great. I'm so glad I did that. The inspiratory muscular strength training from February, I saw a definite decrease in my blood pressure. It'll be very nice when it's not below freezing when I wake up in the morning, maybe in another month or so, and I can get out and start doing some running, some sprints, things like that. I'm going to be really excited to see how my cardio performance has changed, hopefully improved, despite being essentially off all winter. So that was a win. Going to keep doing that. Planking, I'm in sort of a middle ground with. Regular planking, like I said earlier, do not enjoy. If that were the challenge, I'd be done. I'd say no more of that. It's not a fun workout for me. I do enjoy it though on that stealth board. I think for something like this, 30 days is probably not a sufficient trial period. So I'll get back to you at the end of next month when I'm doing the summary video for no caffeine. I'll also do a revisit on the plank and let you know, is it worth it? Will I stick with it? But for now, I'm going to stick with it at least for another 30 days. And now it's your turn. If you also did the planking challenge, please let me know how it worked out for you. Is it something you're going to continue? Did you see any great results? And if you did some other sort of challenge for yourself in the month of March, I'd like to hear how that went for you and if it's something you'd recommend to the rest of us. Let me know down in the comments below. But that's it for this video. As always, thank you for watching.